Because of what Dr. Dan Krane found in Julian Washington's case, put the forensic lab in question under the microscope, and it put all the cases that the lab had touched under a microscope. Bermuda had to review more than 400 cases. Obviously, that would be a very costly and a very time-consuming exercise. The question that came to my mind immediately was, how do you prevent something like this? And I wanted to know whether there was something up front, like a type of accreditation, which could simply solve problems like these and assure the public that once something comes from a lab with this stamp of approval, it will be fine. Dr. Krane said it's not that simple.
Well, let me say something about accreditation, since that's the last thing you've mentioned. Laboratories seem to want to attach a great deal more significance to accreditation than is justified. Accreditation really is simply set up to help a laboratory identify glaring deficiencies in their personnel or their facilities or their protocols. I'm actually not aware of any laboratory that sought to be accredited that wasn't ultimately accredited. And yet laboratories point to the fact that they're accredited as some sort of proof that what they're doing is reliable. Again, what the auditors do when they're coming as part of an accreditation visit is they look to see, does the laboratory have facilities that would allow them to do the kind of work that they say they would like to do? They're not looking to see if they do that work correctly. They're simply looking to see, do they have enough machines? Do they have enough lab space? Do they have distilled water? And do they have protocols? Not, are the protocols reliable or robust? And do their personnel have the minimum expected education levels, right? Does the technical leader of the laboratory have a graduate degree? Are the sorts of things that they're looking for. The laboratory in Julian Washington's case was accredited. And yet, again, at pretty much every turn, I was seeing things that, while they may have passed an accreditation visit, were far short of what is, I'd say, almost universally recognized as best practices. And again, clearly there were some significant errors in that particular case.
Is